just a hair early here, I think, but I did have to reschedule. Look, there it is, folks. I know there's probably nobody here just yet, but we're working on it. We are live from Toylanta. Or not Toylanta, excuse me, JoeFest. Live from JoeFest. Do I know where I am? I don't know. I don't know. That's Animals of the Warrior Kingdom. And we will be getting around. We will be getting around. We were delayed getting here.
And now, after last night, he says to me, he's just discovered you.
We were delayed in getting here, but we made it. Well, this guy has the Defiant in the box. I've come to this booth before several times. Silverhawks, Rambo. Always love to see that kind of stuff. There's the Defiant in the box. Box is a little rough, but I mean, when do you see the box? And there's two Defiants. Look at this.
That's the project.
Oh, that's the project. You're working on it.
I'm not. Whoever buys it.
Oh, I see. I see. So whoever buys it can work on it. Still. And this is the one that came out of the box with all of this contents. And the Mobile Command Center. This is another cool piece. Mobile Command Center. It's got a lot of loose Joe pieces. Joe had a lot of great play value. All of their stuff did.
Attention JoeFest attendees, vendors, and guests.
All of the stuff
Are we
did.
ready for general admission to open?
Yeah, I wanted to get here a little earlier again. I had wanted to get here a little earlier. Hey.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Oh, he can lend you a hand. But you know, traffic and all that, we do our best. I see Austin is here, as well as Black Knight. Glad you could join us. A lot of pins. This was a thing for a heartbeat. All of these enamel pins. I don't know if that's still a thing.
JoeFest guests and attendees, we have a second floor.
And old friends is here from Canada. Not quite sure how I want to go around the room just yet. I guess I'll circle it and then go through the center. Hopefully everybody can hear me clearly. It's already actually really busy for general admission, hasn't even opened. But then again, it is Saturday. With my pass or our passes, because LPH is here. This guy's got a lot of loose. Look at this. With our passes, we could have come all 3 days, but just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. As many of you are aware, we're in the process of moving. So that puts a lot of strain on us as far as time and finances. There's a Terradrome sitting up there. Incomplete, $500. Glad I got mine when I did. They've got a ton of loose. You see these guys at a lot of the Joe-related shows. And if I miss your comments, I apologize. I do try to watch out for the comments. There's the USS Flag. LPH really wants me to get that. I have nowhere to put it. Where am I going to put a USS Flag? Oh, prototypes.
So you have your two.
Look at this.
And I have.
And I'll try to give everybody a really good representation of what you could expect if you were here. Oh, there's Martin.
Water fan bus, water heater. It's like everything wants to attack the car.
Isn't that the truth?
Look who it is.
Well, hello there, everybody.
Hey,
How
that's
you doing?
Martin from Retroville.
All right.
There's
Just
the sign.
roll in.
Yeah, we tried to get here earlier. We just couldn't do it. It's too busy. Way too
Was it
busy.
there in the
Oh yeah,
lobby?
it's loaded out in the lobby.
Oh, cool. Good. I'm looking forward for everybody to pour in here.
Yeah. Buy Martin out.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't want to have to lug this home.
I actually, like, I had a humongous red tote. I threw it away. So I was very optimistic that I'm not going to need to fill it to leave here. So
Oh, I see.
already got rid of it. So I'm like,
That's good.
better move some big stuff, right?
Yeah. I hope he does well. Martin's a nice guy. I know this guy. How you doing?
All right. Still love your videos.
Oh, thank you.
I just got to comment more.
Hey, it's okay. We appreciate you. Look, it's not Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter-ish.
All right, Steve.
I tease. Obviously, these guys are cosplaying as Cobra. It's their finest, their G.I. Joe club. Beachhead over there. And I see who else is here. Luke is here.
Attention, JoeFest 2025 guests, vendors, and attendees.
Oops, excuse me.
Just a reminder, we have a few legends in the house. We have Larry Hama, creator of
I know
Marvel
who this is.
1980s series,
From Second Chance.
G.I. Joe series. We
He's
got
here just to
Rob
start
Burnett,
trouble.
Hey, Dave.
How you doing?
First
Yeah, good to
7
see
years
ya.
of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, welcome
We
to the
have
show.
Mark
You set up here?
Yeah, man, we got a booth right over there.
I'll find you.
All right, man.
I'll find him.
86 designer. We have Doug
That's
Hart,
David from Second
designer.
Chance. I don't know if you can hear me over
G.I. Joe. Go to
over the microphone there.
3D Joe's booth to see the G.I. Joe Legends.
And again, I'll try to watch out for the comments. You know, I get some glare. It's hard to see sometimes when people comment. I used to have one of those sealed back in the day. Because, you know, I love Joe from 64 all the way to like 94, all the way to like around the same time as when Sergeant Savage started, the Sergeant Savage line. I actually really liked that line. I didn't care for a lot of the stuff they did after the fact, though. So we continue to walk through again, give you a good idea, hopefully, of what to expect here. This is still has the rockets. Actually, that looks like it's 3D printed, but you load it in here, and it is spring loaded. These do fire. They don't make toys like that anymore. They do not make toys like that anymore. Oops. Artist tables. See if I can spot anybody else we know. Barbie stuff. Oh geez, look at these. Lou from My Meagle would probably like that. Or you know what? Not Lou. You know who I'm thinking of? Johnny from MIB. Master Museum is into that kind of stuff. Hey, look at this. Still has the bank. Adventure cookies. New chocolate flavor. Spider-Man and Wolverine walkie-talkies. These childhood walkie-talkies. I mean, you walked into the next room, you couldn't hear. Those things never worked right. Those never worked right. And there's Laura. It says, have fun, say hi to Ryan at Toy Federation. Well, if I spot him, there's a bunch of Marvel Legends. Not Marvel Legends, Toy Biz. Pre-Marvel. Pre-Marvel Legends, that is. Oops.
action report books.
The what?
I said these are the after action report books.
Okay.
A whole a series of books on G.I. Joe comics and G.I. Joe characters.
Okay. History of G.I. Joe. After action report. There's your info. Excuse me. Yeah, as I was saying, I usually try to get into these earlier.
Attention, JoeFest attendees.
Just so that I can look around without getting in the way or having other people get in the way. I love that. I love that Superman color right there, fat
She's
Superman.
totally outrageous. She's Samantha Manure. And a special guest for JoeFest 25.
But it's a lot easier if you can get around before it starts getting really crowded, which is what I normally try to do. LPH and I usually get to these things a lot earlier. But, you know, it is what it is. You see there are some comic vendors. Before I go around the ring, let me run upstairs real quick and I'll look over the side and give you an idea of the scope and side of the show. We'll come up here and look down. Because the JoeFest actually is a pretty big room. Here we go. Here's the balcony. I just pan that for you. So yeah, it's going to take a minute to go through everything. Or to walk through everything. Uh-oh. Somebody sees me. Right there. I've been spotted. Who else have we got? Old Friends wants to know if there's anything in particular I'm after. Well, you know, we've talked about this quite a bit. Let me get back downstairs so I can continue the tour. Oh, there's something up here. Let me look up here real quick then. Oh, this room is full too. Might as well get this knocked out. As I've talked about before, is our thing is target of opportunity. So, you know, there are things I specifically would love to find, but odds are I won't. So I just keep an open mind and keep my eye out for whatever I know would fit or I might be missing, and I've had better luck like that than I have specifically looking for anything. Because if I'm focused on something, I'll overlook things. Brutal Realm.
Brutal Realm.
There they are.
Here we are. The magic, the mystery, the barbarianism. Is that a word? Barbarian? Barbarian?
It's all right. They make it up as they go.
Absolutely. They definitely make things up as we go.
No, we've shown these on the channel before.
Oh, awesome.
So
We've got more test samples from the factory in China of Crowman and Cronin. Ogun, we had a Joe Lanta. We're just showing off our progress. We're working towards production right now. Hopefully shipping this year, if not sooner than that, which can be possible sooner than this year, but soon. Yeah, we're excited.
all right. That's us.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because we do a weekly,
By chance.
we do a weekly roundup on Friday, and we show upcoming action figures, and so we've run these over before.
Is that John Travolta?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
Chemtoy, 1976, I think.
I think that looks like how John Travolta looks today.
Yeah, it could be.
Have you seen him recently? He's got like a beard and a bald head.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I feel like that looks like him.
Inspiration.
Absolutely. What's with the you know what you look
Just the thing that I did. He's asking about the crown. We're live.
Oh, awesome.
But yeah, I put it on as a joke on one of our live streams, and then from that point forward, everybody's "Where's the crown? Where's the crown? Where's the crown?" at the shows everywhere. Yeah.
You look great.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I have people shouting at me all the time at the shows now.
They should.
As we continue to travel through here. Scareglow. Does he glow though? I don't remember. Oh, there's a Beetlejuice figure. I know LPH has been working on her Beetlejuice. Her vintage Beetlejuice.
Hi.
It's MJ Panky. Hi.
How are you?
All right.
You like books?
Do you want to? You're live. If you want to pitch.
Live. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me grab a book. This is an original epic series about a goddess who's at war with the Olympian gods. They've seized control of her island and made a mess of things, and now 5 mortal heroes have to figure out how to stop them.
Attention JoeFest attendees, guests, and vendors. We have some special guests at JoeFest 2025. Some wonderful G.I. Joe creators, Jamie Sullivan and Adam Riches.
All right,
Please
thanks.
go
And
visit
that's
them
where.
and get some artwork and some sketches. And,
Oh, that's the information.
comic
Yes,
signs.
that is the
anybody is
information.
looking.
This is my website, and this
Thank
is
you. Have a
my
good day.
shop where you can purchase the ebook as well as signed copies, and I'll send them to you.
Okay. Thank you. Yep. I give anybody a chance to pitch if they want to. Because why not? You're out here, right? Who's this? The Star Wars store. They like vintage Star Wars toys. Look at these. You don't see droids very often. Oh, look at the... Nice. Can't go wrong with classic Star Wars. Machine Man is here, and Nerd is here. But yeah, like I was talking about earlier, for us it's target of opportunity. Like, I love the vintage Star Wars too. Maybe I'll run across something that's a really good price. I'll just grab it, you know, if I can, if it's in my budget. Or G.I. Joe related, or anything, because, you know, my tastes vary. I'm primarily vintage, but my tastes do vary. But yeah, I mean, there's always grail items. There's always specific things that I would love to find, like my Kenner Steve Scout series. I literally need one piece to finish the entire series. So it would be great if the Pathfinder Jeep was here in the box, because all of my Kenner Scout stuff is sealed. But if I specifically was just looking for that, guess what? I wouldn't find it. And I'd overlook something else that could be pretty important.
Designers at Hasbro. We have Eric Aranya, we have Steve Reese, and we have Carlo Reese.
That's pretty cool.
At JoeFest 2025.
So yeah, the whole target of opportunity approach has worked out really well for my wife and I. Yeah, this is a big show. This one and Toylanta and Joelanta have gotten very big. They've gotten very big. I'll see if I can get in here. And if I can't, I can't. Oh, puppy. Poor
Yeah,
old
that
boy.
part that goes with it.
It says service
I was
canine.
afraid they had.
So that means don't mess with it. Those are classic. Go ahead and let them through. There's the ROM. 40 bucks. A lot of people like that ROM though. That's been that was a popular piece. Now here's something. Look at this. It's Rex Harrison. It's Dr. Dolittle. Mattel, 1967. And it looks like it's been re-shrink wrapped, I'm guessing. Look at the original price on that. $588 reduced to $388. Now, $250. And tempted, but not gonna mess with it. I'm always curious to see if these guys still talk.
Disappointed he doesn't.
He doesn't talk, it figures, because you know that kids wore them out. They
absolutely.
probably wore it out on the shelf before it ever got home.
I mean, a talking one's like 3 times the price too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that came in the shop and like, I mean, I love it. I'm hoping it sells. If it doesn't, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It makes me happy.
Hey, a bunch of air raiders.
You've already loaded for bear.
Oh, and a lot of Star Wars there. Rough boxes, but you know, that's to be expected considering the age on some of this stuff now. I found a loose perfect one that came out of a damaged box last year. I got for a really good price at a show. Some of you might remember that. There's Raccoon. Hey Raccoon, how you doing? As I'm doing my live walkthrough of JoeFest. I keep wanting to say Joe Lanta, but that's not where we are. See? I'll look out the window there really quickly. And there's Lara. Yeah, the 79 Kenner Alien. It was missing the dome. He's missing that clear piece on the top of his head, and I hesitate to even guess how expensive it is. Go ahead and head back downstairs now, because I got sidetracked. I came up here so I could show everybody. Good Lord, look at this, how full this room is, how big this show is. And we are in Augusta, allegedly the birthplace of James Brown. Maybe, maybe not. I didn't notice the display though. Usually this place has a display of some of his old clothing. And well, this is a 12 scale dioramas. Have displays of his old clothing. But, and his clothing is like super tiny. Oh, it's Big Earl's. See, Bionic Woman. I don't believe it. I don't think that is actually the Bionic Woman. But, yeah. Big Earl specializes typically in Kenner $6 Million Man and related items. He does have a lot of Kenner $6 Million Man here. And Bionic Woman. And Bionic Woman. And there's the, oh, and hey, he's got Pulsar. Pulsar Man. And the famous Lee Majors shoes. I have a Lee Majors autograph. It was given to me by Johnny Future. And Marvel Fan is here. He says, haven't been to this one, but used to go to the JoeCon Britain. Savage did that. What is that? That did the parachute drops to start the show. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to see the comments on this thing. Let you take a look inside this booth here. Oh, he's got the Jabba sail barge. Don't tell me that thing is graded. It looks like it's in a giant lucite case. It is. It's graded. They graded it. How much did that cost? I mean, if you want to,
That's my personal.
you want to grade your thing, that's cool. But man, that's expensive. Maybe let the people get by here. I don't want to block everybody. Hey, how you doing?
Attention JoeFest guests, attendees, and vendors. We would like to invite
Now, okay, I see where I was. I see where I was. I'll finish getting around this corner. I'll finish getting around this corner, and then I'll hit the middle of the room. Let me do it. He wants to do it. The little kid. Sounds like he's having a good time though. The Fright Zone. I love this too. The Hulkmania workout set. Who else have we got here? See, Ken's Toys. He says he's heading to the DFW Joe Show next weekend in Dallas. I hope you have some good luck there. Look, the Black Star Ice Castle. It's hard to find anything from Glue Black Star. Never mind the castle. This is Supernatural's castle. Some interesting stuff on the top row there. This right here looks mostly new or more modern down here, but they got some pretty interesting vintage pieces up top. Turning play set. I wonder what happened to LPH. I haven't seen her since we walked in the door. Oh no, look. It's the Thundercats big wheel. I bet you they got a fortune on that. I'll get around the other side and get another look at it here in a moment. The Crystar Castle, look at that. Snake Mountain. Hey, it's the Masters of the Universe Hot Wheels. Or not Hot Wheels, Big Wheel. See the Road Ripper?
Just so you know about that, I reached out to the
and some actual vintage
some other things. I'm going to ask them again to actually, because
carded
the product
Masters.
and just find out if that's
Those are the modern ones. I would not hang. I hate when things are hung on the tabs, especially if they're vintage, but those are not the vintage. Hey, Zap, I forgot about these, that they even existed. Check this out. The articulation on these is crazy, and these were sold in the early 90s in KB toy stores and never seen again. The Zap Power Force figures, and they're just, the articulation is really, really good on these. There's only, what, 5? Yeah, the 5 on the back of the package there. I had a set of these. It looks like they might have the whole set up there. That's pretty cool. Take one more look at the Thundercats cycle. But yeah, there's so much here, it's hard to even stay focused. Well, that's the remote control one. Oh, and they got a boxed version. Yeah, this is going to take a while. It's going to take a while.
Attention, JoeFest attendees, guests, and vendors. If you would like to see what is classified Joe design,
This is a jointed action figure, 1-to-1 scale.
Marauder Skeletron Baby, one of the classified G.I. Joe designers. Marauder Skeletron.
Looks like it's all 3D printed. Uh-oh. And the Mohawk Zartan. Somebody needs to show this to Pixel Dan. Somebody needs to show that one to Pixel Dan. And I think this is where is this where I started? Or did I start at the other? I think I started at the other end. So I'll cover this section right here. Uh-oh. Somebody's getting a picture taken with Larry. Excuse me, no, Francis Chow. Pardon me, I thought that was the wrong guy. And I realized, yeah, there it is. See, Francis Chow. And 117 is here. Glad you could make it. There's Toy Federation. Little life-size Megan in the box. Look at that. And I think here in a moment I'll be able to start working my way into the middle of the room. That's the Chemco Build-A-Figure. Try not to scroll too quickly because I know the camera gets confused. Yeah, this is where I started because there's Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, and that's what I saw first. And oh, there's Sergeant Slaughter. He's at every show, and people ask about him because they're like, they ask about him because they're like, well, he looks like he's mean, or he looks like he's tired. Hey, not much. And he's like, and I'm like, no, he's actually a pretty nice guy to talk to. He likes doing these. He enjoys it. So if you go to one of these shows, and if it's G.I. Joe related, odds are Sergeant will be there. If you want to go to one of the, if you want to walk up to him and say hi or whatever, he's pretty cool.
Come on in.
And there's Conquest. He says, I was hoping to attend this year. I live 2 hours away. I didn't know about the ticket prices. Oh, you couldn't find the ticket prices? Honestly, I'm not sure how much they are either, because we get passes. So but you should be able to find it on their website. You should be able to find it on their website. It's a pretty big show. It's a lot of variety. And honestly, I would recommend going on Sunday. Because, you know, end of the week is, or end of the show is typically you can get better deals because people don't want to pack stuff up. It's just the truth. And there's Brian joining us here today. But yeah, you go either the preview night, which was last night for 2 hours, 6 to 8, or you go on the last day. And then they're more willing to wheel and deal because they just don't want to pack the stuff up again. Every time you pack this, it's a liability because things can get damaged actually rather easily. You break a toy that's worth $1,000 and suddenly it's worth $4,000. Who wants to take that kind of risk if you can avoid it, right? But off the top of my head, I really don't remember what the ticket prices are. But yeah, you should be able to find it on their website. You know, you look up JoeFest 95, it'll take you to their page. And Spartacus? Oh yeah, Spartacus has joined us. Again, it's kind of difficult for me to see on the little screen here. But I do try to acknowledge everybody. I appreciate you coming in. Is that another Defiant? Well, part of a Defiant. Well, you remember at the very beginning of this that one guy had two of these.
Just actually not receive.
Two of them. And Thor is here.
I'll probably ship my stuff.
Joining us today. Thor wants to know how many vendors are here. At least 100. I had gone up top earlier. I like the bomb. That's a cute touch. I had gone up top earlier so that I could look down on the room to give you an idea of how busy it is here. Video game stuff. My Pet Monster is not for sale. Oh, denied. Strawberry shortcake house. I got that for my wife for her anniversary some time ago. That's a hard piece to find. Major Matt Mason. And Ryan is here. Tote picking. Some people have a lot of good fortune with that. I've never had much luck picking in the totes, so I usually don't bother. Now there's the ROM Space Knight in the box. And the funny thing about this is when I was a dealer in the 90s, in the early 90s, these were everywhere. You couldn't get 20 bucks for one of those in the box. In the box. And Spartacus is asking about Star Wars Vintage. We've seen plenty, but there was a lot upstairs, and I'm sure we'll see some more. I'm sure we will see some more. Look at this. Black Knight says, what's something you like to find that would complete a set for your collection? Well, like I talked about earlier, I definitely need the Pathfinder Jeep in the box from Steve Scout. I need both vehicles from the Mark's Safari series, as well as the Tower. 3 pieces I need for that. So 1 piece for Steve Scout, 3 pieces for Mark's Safari. I need 2 pieces for the Inhumanoids. I need a carded Liquidator, and I need the boxed Decompose. And all of that's going to be tough. All of that's going to be tough because you just don't see them. Or another one that's huge for me.
JoeFest attendees, guests, and vendors, a friendly reminder.
Hey,
we
look.
have vendors on the 2nd floor this year.
Still in the
First
box.
year, we are on 2 floors now. Please, if you would like to see some of our vendors on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, try it because he's talking, so it might be hard to hear me.
To the right.
Captain Power Rifle.
Say hello. Thank you. Have a good
The
day.
Frankenberry, Product People Frankenberry in the box is the last one I need to complete my Product People collection. Things like that, you know.
I had those before I got shipped out.
But yeah, I don't expect to see any of it, honestly. I really don't. I don't expect to see any of that, but you never know. Because I was at a Jolanta last year, and somebody had 2. Oh, look at the Tyco G.I. Joe electric chain set. He's got 2 of them, 2 different. Had 2 sealed Mark's Safari pieces that I didn't have. And I've never seen Mark's Safari at any show. So that was just like really surprising. 117 says, I think it's my headphones, but it sounds like your microphone is staticky. There could be some interference. And you know, hey, anybody else, can you hear me clearly? Just let me know if you can hear me clearly. So I do try to I do try to do the best quality I can under the circumstances. Also, when the PA goes on, the microphone PA, it might interfere too. It might interfere with my talking.
That Ford tractor caught my eye.
That's a rare one right there. Action Team, Adventure Team Europe, Super Sandy.
It's in his house.
That's an Ertl. That's an old Ertl. Yeah. Ertl made, you could probably sit on that.
But yeah, I do my best. I do my best, ladies and gentlemen, for sure. Is that the mass device? Looks 3D printed. I think most things are nowadays, aren't they? Oh, look at this guy. Go get him.
I play with toys.
There you go.
Everything wound down.
He plays with toys. I'm not mad at him. That's what he wants to do. It keeps him happy. Oh, it's the General. My wife gave me that last year. And who is this? And Ryan is here for the Savage Crucible booth. Here's the pop table.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'll take a look at this real quick, and then I'll work my way around. I remember not too long ago, you'd come to a show like this, and there'd be like 10, 15 tables like this, all Funko. I'm gonna walk around this side
In the 31st century, whatever.
and circle that. Vintage video games. Big fan of the vintage video games. I actually found a stack of vintage Nintendo cartridges at a flea market like a week ago. I always like the Japanese carded. I like the way the colors pop on those. Oh, it's the Plastorama one though. It's the Plastorama one. I actually had this set when I was a kid. Bought it myself from Zales.
What is this? I think this one has, I just want to give you two different ones. Tangela Articuno. Ditto if you think people like Ditto in your shop. At the end of the day, it'll be fun to share these things with people because most people.
Oh, look at that. Classic outfits.
I'll put 2 and 1 for you.
There's Gemini. Says Yo Joe,
And then actually,
indeed.
when I was going through my binder,
Check that out.
I came across ones that I had peeled. I meant to bring up to show you. So I knew you were looking
I do try to highlight things you don't normally see.
regulation card. Like it's the same. On there.
There's a Star Wars Chewbacca in the box right there. Box is a little beat up, but it is sealed up in there. Look at that. The Listening Fun tripwire. So Big Jim. Sectars. I still haven't seen LPH anywhere. Sega Genesis. How you doing?
Doing it better today than yesterday. You finding anything?
A couple of things.
Again, I try to stay out of everybody's way. Normally, when we do a show, I get in early. And I get around before the crowd comes in. And that way, it makes it easier to see all the tables.
Attendees, guests, and vendors. Our first panel of the day is the 40th anniversary of Gem. She's totally outrageous. She's Samantha Newark, and the designer of Gem from Hasbro in the 80s, Carla Reese, will be at the 40th anniversary Gem panel in just 15 minutes.
A couple of dogs. Hold on. Anyway, as I was saying, oh wow, a whole collection of the Littles from Mattel. See, you don't see this stuff. I was saying normally we try to get in a lot earlier. I usually get in earlier, at least an hour ahead of the show, so that I can show as much as I can without the crowd in the way, and everybody can see really well. But today we are behind schedule. It was really hard to get here today. And there's Robert. I don't know where LPH is. Look at this. It's a flag. 7 feet of playset. The puppies are a little upset here. There's a lot going on though. Oh, that's what's going on. There's actually a lot of dogs here. Galaxy Warrior. Sonic Man. And this is Fantastic Toys. See? Fantastic Toys. Oops. Thought I stepped on somebody, but I did not. SC Customs. Hi.
I would highly recommend
3D printed.
What you want to do. Bamboo Labs. Yeah.
Personally, though, I will tell you I'm not a fan of 3D printed anything. I really don't trust it. Look at that metric system ash can. I got to remind LPH that that's here if I remember. Because you know she has a big collection of those old little kid room trash cans. She's got a ton of that stuff. Look, Bicentennial Lunchbox. Dragon's Lair. Who remembers playing this in the arcade? Are you that old? I remember playing that. Princess Leia, somebody undid her hair. Poor dear. I actually found one not too long ago, last year at the Conyers Toy Show. Her hair was still in the original buns, but her dress was really dirty. And I did manage to get her dress cleaned up really nicely and get it back on her without any problem. As we come around here. Yeah, there's so much to see.
Hey, you're not leaving today, are you?
No. Okay. I gotta leave that stuff over on CAS's table until Sunday morning.
Look at that, still in the box. Putt Railroad. Putt Railroad is awesome. That's a classic 60s/70s toy. Look at Super Hombre.
So, do you want to split rated cards?
With the
I get two, you get two?
artwork on that album. That's pretty cool.
I always make the joke in 50 years from now.
Try to work my way through here.
It's still possible. It's still possible.
Try to give you the whole show experience, to give you an idea of what it would look like if you were here, what we call our virtual video tour. Virtual video tour.
Target. That's the only place they have it. Toys R Us had it too.
I passed up on Apaches. I wanted a Black Hawk with two Apaches. Passed up on them for $35.
And then what's that called? It was the big one with the mouth painted on the front.
And we do as many of the shows as we can, usually in the tri-state area, because of we go to the shows in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, if we can get to it. If we have the time and the resources, it's not too far. There's been a lot of terradromes here too. Somebody mentioned a lot of skyscrapers and conquest. A lot of terradromes today. But it is a G.I. Joe. Oh, there's Wild Bill. It's a G.I. Joe centric show, which works out well if you're looking to buy something, because see, there's another terradrome. This one needs a lot of love though, but hey, if you can get it for a good price, right? It needs a lot of love. And if you can, if there's a bunch of people selling the same thing, you can probably get a good deal from someone. Robert says I didn't see Super 7. Well, yeah, there you go. Speak of the devil. That's right. This is Super 7. You were just asking about it. It's not Super 7. They're on the other side. Oh, okay. I see. Is that what it is? Did I pass by them? Yeah, I passed by here earlier. So Super 7 is here. It's just funny you had just mentioned that, Robert. Or did you mean you didn't see any Super 7 figures? They're here. There's a ton of them. There's a ton of Super 7 here. There's a lot of new stuff. But I'm going to focus on vintage if I can. That's the Action Force. What did they call that? Troop transport, which, as you can see, is a much better version. Let me look under there real carefully. Much better version than the American one. Much better looking than the American version. This guy's got a lot of Action Force stuff. A Raw era Action Force. So does this guy. What are the odds? And this is just what I was talking about, right? $250. You see the price? $250. $500. Appears to be in the same condition. So if a lot of people come, and they've got a lot of the same things, you can get better prices from somebody. You don't usually see this much action force at an American show either. So this is interesting. That's really interesting.
Well, I need loot. Who's money, man? Who wants money?
And that makes a lot of sense because I don't know if you just heard the vendor. He does have a British accent. So he probably imported these here. That's fascinating.
I forgot that I actually had the box.
Rocky. Uh-oh. I've been recognized. How you doing?
How you doing? Everything good?
Oh, yeah, hopefully. The show's pretty big. It looks good.
Where's the wife at?
I don't know. I lost her. She's around here somewhere. Jarts. You remember lawn darts? The jarts? And a bunch of wax packs. I'll just take a look at these real quick. I used to collect these. I used to have a big collection of sealed boxes of 70s and 80s wax packs like these. It's part of the collection that was stolen years ago. And I've never really gotten back into it.
JoeFest 2025 vendors, guests, and patrons. We are having the 40th anniversary of Gem with Samantha Newark, Carl Reese at 11 p.m. Please come and join us and ask some questions and enjoy their expertise in the world of
Dino Riders are awesome. See, there's another dog.
She's Gem.
In another baby carriage. Hey, puppy. He's an old boy, too. But as I was saying, I used to have a ton of sealed wax pack boxes. Well, the box, you could open the box, but the packs were all sealed. I don't have, all of that was gone. I don't have any of that anymore. Can't go wrong with Smurfs.
Spend more time out of it.
There's Tweaky. I actually need a Tweaky. He's punched. All of my Buck Rogers figures, I have all of them except for Buck and Tweaky, but all of mine are unpunched cards. I'll keep them on the back burner though, I mean if it's a good price. Oh, and there's Frankenfrog joining us today. The Dukes of Hazzard playset. Try not to interfere with everybody too much as they shop. Prairie Wagon from the Marks Lone Ranger. Radine, complete. And this is the second, maybe, I wonder if they bought these from the vendor I saw earlier. Because there was a vendor earlier that had both of these. And I'm like, is it a coincidence that there's two? Or did they buy them from that vendor? Because that happens a lot at these shows, is vendors buy things from each other. And then they bring them to their table and mark them up. Yeah, name of the game, right? Name of the game. But there are some vendors too who will not sell to another vendor because they don't want to rob potential customers of the opportunity. Some
attention, JoeFest 2025 attendees.
that's some cool stuff. Secret Wars headset. Hi. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, somebody handed me this card. Somebody handed me that card. I should be handing out my cards. Grizzly Adams, Bozo. I used to watch both of those shows.
And then he was like, I mean, it's all him. Yeah. I mean, he's
Uh-oh, hey, that's the Ramen Toys booth. See, it says Ramen Toys. Showing their 12th scale vehicles that are G.I. Joe compatible. See?
So for the changing of...
Yeah, Frankenfog, a full bin of kaijus. They looked modern though, to me. Oh, here's the 3030. You remember my wife got the Brave Star and we did a unboxing and review of it.
Parts, right? So you just...
That's what 3030 is going to look like. But this is Ramen Toys booth. There's Savage Crucible. Hi. Operation Monster Force from Big Bad Toy Store. That's the guy from Big Bad Toy Store, I believe. I was shocked they know who we are. Savage Crucible. They sent us an action figure to review once.
First one.
Say again.
I don't see the one they sent us. Or I could have overlooked it though. But they wanted us to do an unboxing and review of a figure. Yeah, it's busy here. I've been doing this for over an hour already. Robert wants to know where LPH is. People keep asking me that. Well, people at the show are asking me. And I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen her since we walked through the door. I don't know where she went. She just disappeared. I'm sure she's around here somewhere. I'll find her sooner or later. Look at that Bandai Gotoken. He's got some nice 80s Bandai pieces back there. See, there's a bunch.
those aren't for sale in the tub over there. Anything that's not on the table is not for sale. It's just stuff I'm sorting.
And Mighty Max.
Listen, so something caught my eye. Okay.
What?
I was just thinking that devastating.
Look at this. We come back around. Excuse me. It's all right. It's Jim. They're featuring Jim today. It's all right.
Maybe get the Popeye.
That is on LPH's Grail list. Right there, the Knight Rider, Kenner Knight Rider vehicle with figure. That's on LPH's Grail list. Big Jim, Farrah Fawcett. Oh no, Buck Rogers has gone full zombie. That's unfortunate. 60s Barbie stuff. Monsters coach. This is Second Chance, I'm pretty sure. I can tell by his inventory. Hot Wheels Indie Team Set, 3,000. Says do not touch, so I can't just poke holes in the cello. Where's Chance? I'm gonna tease the hell out of him. Big Jim. That's a nice one right there, Jungle Patrol. Second Chance usually finds a lot of really interesting stuff though for their shop. And they've got one of the largest vintage inventories in the Atlanta area for sure. But yeah, some rare pieces. There's some more vintage Star Wars. I know somebody was asking about that earlier. Ghostbusters, Secret Wars, Ninja Turtles. LPH has been having a lot of luck with Ninja Turtles recently. Oh no!
Hey, David.
And there's Chance.
How are you, man?
How are you, man?
I'm doing well. Hoping to sell out at JoeFest.
Oh, really?
Well, not really.
You can't always ever sell out, not unless you're going for like 10 cents on the dollar.
Yeah,
But
it would be nice to find some cool items to home.
yeah, take some stuff to take home.
That'd be cool too. There's been a few things around.
You haven't seen LPH, have you?
Yeah, actually.
You did?
Yeah, but it was about an hour ago.
Oh, okay. Everybody keeps asking, and I'm like, I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her since we walked in the door.
She bought some strawberry shortcake stuff.
Oh, wow. So she's at it already. I haven't even been able to touch anything. I saw that Hot Wheels set you got over there. That's pretty rare. But yeah, that was Chance from Second Chance Toys. Because Chance is his name, so, you know, it's a play on words.
He's around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went to go look at some of the booth thing.
I got you.
I've got the whole set of the Remco McDonald's. That's a fun set. Inspector Gadget, $225.
Oh yeah.
There's two versions of this, and the other one, the box art is like a brick wall. And then these two Inspector Gadget vehicles that are from France, and they're rare as hell. G.I. Joe cereal. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Oh, RJ. Types new stuff.
There's another flag. It says USS flag complete with box and shipper. This is the shipper case. Galactus. Inflatable Ronald is kind of losing his air here. I guess he's getting tired. Poor Ronald's worn out. G.I. Joe headquarters, which is a cool set. That must be the flag from the box that we just looked at. And another Terrordrome. Again, I'm glad I got mine when I did. Because mine was complete. You know, that's not too bad. Got mine complete some years ago. With all the parts. There's a lot of G.I. Joe there. There's a little like 3-year-old under me who was trying to get into the camera shot, and I figured I probably shouldn't show him because he's so young. But yeah, poor guy. He was just trying to get some attention. Let me circle around here. There's Cobra Commander. Greetings.
Missing the photo shoot on the stairs.
There's all the sideshow G.I. Joes. Goodness. Let me get around. Oh, photo op. Let me stay out of the way here. And I'll come around.
Could you take a picture?
Sure. I can, up and down or sideways? Up and down. Here's a picture of me taking a picture.
Can I just get one with the Baroness?
See? Cobra Commander's always getting snubbed. He's tired of that. He's tired of that. Just get in there again.
Thank you.
There you go. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
G.I. Jason. Another terror drone.
Those be selling. Well, if I've had my stuff out, it's a lot.
Get around here.
And like I don't have the room to have it out right now, but when hopefully eventually one day it'll all get back, put back out.
There's that Alf. I think LPH must be behind me. Oh, there she is. You've been shopping already.
What made you think that?
Because people ratted you out. You can't trust anybody.
No, you can't.
Oh,
I'm telling your business.
I've been looking for you all over the place. Where are you going?
Around.
Oh, yeah.
Cut it out. Did you see all of those my zingers in the box?
Yeah, there's a few floating around.
Guy King, Rating.
A few people have them today.
I thought you'd be finished by now.
No, it's pretty busy. Well, you know, it's easier when we get here a little earlier, but that's okay. Yeah, Brian said, there she is. Yep, I found her. Well, she found me. I felt her presence. I felt a disturbance in the force. I had a feeling she was behind me. That's a rare piece right there. Especially with the box. And another one of these. That's the third one today. Of the remote controlled Crossfire. And the second Listen and Fun tripwire we've seen.
Oh, Listen and Fun. Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
comes with a cassette tape. And they also did Marshall Bravestar on a card like that. That thing is a fortune. It's like $1,500. I've never seen one in person either. But the Listen and Fun pops up from time to time, but I've never seen the Bravestar one.
You saw all those Action Force? The people came in from Europe?
Yeah, he did. I figured. I heard his accent. But yeah, there's the two booths there. They got a ton of Action Force. It's Reconnect. Lightspeed back to playtime.
How you guys doing?
Hi. You're live if you want to pitch.
Okay. Rich Reinhardt, founder of Reconnect. Our toy line is Retro Worlds, and we are creating modular play sets that have that vintage look from the late 70s, early 80s. The great thing about our play sets, they're all made right here in the USA, right here in Georgia. And actually all of our sets have a magnetic contraption to it, so it's easy to assemble and reassemble. And as you start to collect them all, as you can see, they snap in place by magnets, and you start building your own super fortress.
Okay.
That's like the G.I. Joe
It has that look.
Yeah, it's got the 1/18th scale.
Oh, so you can put your Joe figures there.
Yep. Our idea was that kids, collectors, they have the toy lines. We want to give you the universe now. Most of the larger toy companies aren't making sets like this any longer.
Yeah, they're not.
And so we're providing that space, that world, if you will, so that the environments for the kids, they can have something to play with. For the collectors, if they want to display, or even toy photographers, they have the environments now.
Okay. And made in the USA, so no waiting 2 years and it sinks on a shipper that falls over.
Yes, no worries about that or tariffs. Yes, absolutely.
All right, thank you.
It's a weird thing. I have some like it, but I'm not actually sure. Because
And again, I'll give anybody a chance to plug if they want to. I mean, they out here. I see Seth. I'm not ready to pass him yet, though, because he's on the other side, and I got to finish this row and then double back. I've got a system, and I lost LPH again. I don't know what happened to her. I lost LPH again. Is it 3D printed? No, I forgot that. I did not ask. It looked like it might have been, though. It looked like it might have been. We've showcased them a few times. This one, the Grindhouse, because we've been seeing them at a lot of shows.
I see. Well, let's have the nice stuff to carry around.
Look, another flag.
yeah, it's me.
None of the houses.
Oh, they framed the
And
box.
it's just full of toys and stuff, and there's no way.
That frame must weigh a ton.
You would just have to sit in a crate or something. There's no way. There's no room. It's just junked up.
Are you getting decent internet in here?
Yeah, actually, I'm live. I haven't been interrupted.
Right. I was gonna do one myself, and I wasn't sure.
Conquest wants to know if I've seen Michael from Retro Blasting. I don't think I have. I think I just photobombed somebody. Because they did a selfie and I was in the shot in the background. Inadvertent photobomb. And people are going to look at that and say, who the hell is the guy with the freaking crown? More Star Wars. That has gotten so expensive, the vintage Star Wars, over the years. I used to have the whole set, and I'll probably never be able to do it again. Because I had all the carded American figures. And of course that was part of the collection that I lost. Remco Pirate. He's a Cyclops. See some Karate Kids in there. I see Monkeyan. There's a Monkeyan in there. It's kind of yellow, but mint on the card. You probably had people thinking you were crazy down here. The king! Yeah. And everybody's looking like, what is he talking about?
At least you heard me. That was cool.
Yeah, I did.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
Look at your little bag.
Just get around here.
You're buying lunch today?
Yeah, it's fun. I'm watching it with my bud.
I'm just telling you.
That's for decoration.
We're gonna get this guy.
And I think I can flip to the other side now after this. I don't know if that's what the jump troopers are going for.
No, they go for like
No,
30 bucks.
yeah, I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they because that's kind of high for the jump troopers. I thought.
Yeah, they go for like $30.
Oh, there you go. It's really the only Exo Squad I've even seen here so far, unless I missed something.
That's a shame, because I would have got that if it was the right price.
Yeah, well, oh well. No, I guess not. And the Remco not G.I. Joe figures. Yeah, that's kind of steep, actually, for Exo Squad. Exo Squad figures go for quite a bit, but the Jump Troopers, not that much. You usually don't see them more than 50. Oh, look at this.
Splash.
Really?
Yeah. On this over there, and that booth over there.
Okay.
Standing there.
It's a fun set.
Yeah.
It really is.
You have this one, though.
Yeah, I've got this one in the box. I need Decompose.
Yeah, Decompose.
Decompose and Liquidator.
Oh, you need two.
Liquidator, yeah. That's awesome.
I haven't seen Liquidator on the card for like years. So it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It was good seeing you guys.
Good seeing you too.
Following you guys for such a long time.
Oh, what's your name? Let's so we can say hey.
Dave Mickle, Blue Splash.
Oh, Blue Splash.
Yes.
Oh,
Blue Splash.
Dave Mickle. David Mickle.
That's why he said Blue Splash.
Okay, I didn't put it together.
Yeah.
You said you were coming out here.
Yeah. It still looks like you did good.
Good deal.
Well, they had a lot of monsters here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll remember to say hey to you.
Yeah. Good seeing you finally.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Now we can put a face.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah, good seeing you.
I hope that the collection really works out and you hope too.
Yeah, we're having fun with it. It's a lot of work, though.
I know.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. It was good seeing you guys.
Yeah, sure.
I love the crown, man.
Oh, thanks.
What's the dealio?
What's the dealio?
Oh,
David?
here we go.
Oh, do I have my card? David from Open by Chance
Open by
on
chance.
YouTube. See,
He's the king
you're
of
live.
toys.
We're filming live. That's right.
Hello, internet.
Hello, internet.
Hello,
That's us.
the world.
Okay.
So,
He says he's the king of toys.
yeah. Well, it's just something that
With Tony, Georgia. Where's that at?
In Atlanta.
in
I live in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Okay.
I live at Riverdale.
Oh, okay. I know you live out that way.
Yeah, I put the crown on once on one of the live streams as a gag, and from that point forward, everybody's like, "Where's the crown? Where's the crown? Where's the crown?" No, we don't have a store.
No.
It's just our private collection. We film the shows. We talk about action figures and comics and stuff like that.
It's great. It's nice to meet you, man.
Sure.
The king.
Yeah, I try. Oops. And this is. Oh, I can't take the picture because I'm using the phone currently to film.
No, I said just show everybody.
Oh, well, yeah, that is the Michael Keaton Batman. You can't
He
go
almost
wrong.
got the Michael Keaton out a little bit.
And this is Fortress Comics.
Oh, he trying to get by.
Uh-oh.
You want to get Michael Keaton?
And I do highly recommend Fortress
You don't mind
Comics.
recommend Fortress Comics?
Yes, I do. That's Fortress Comics. I highly recommend Fortress Comics. If you're into comic books, and you come to the show and you see this guy, he usually has some pretty interesting stuff. He usually has some pretty interesting stuff.
He does. He really does. He gives you great deals.
And he will wheel and deal. It's okay. It's okay.
I know. You're right. I know you have to do it.
Oh no. Robert doesn't believe that guy didn't know who I was. Well, everybody can't know who I am. Oh, look at a Johnny Quest. Anyway, I will keep going, ladies and gentlemen. I will keep going. Oh, there's I think that's supposed to be Chuckles.
He told me to hold it for him, so he's done it all for the show.
And lots of Lego-ish. Good Lord. When they're tightly packed like that, you can't even tell what anything is. Slap Happy Toys. I should get a neon sign like that. What do you think?
So I had it on the files on a bunch of display.
That's that old Target set, right? Yeah, Target. And another terror drone. You'd think they couldn't give them away.
They close at 11.
How many have I seen? 10 or 12? Hey, I'm just happy that I've got mine. I'm happy I've got mine. Sports figures. It says, please do not touch. And here comes Sasquatch toys. I'll let you look at the outside of his thing. Robert wanted to know how much that Knight Rider was. I think it was, what, $650 or $700? Oh, look. Oh, he does have a lot of Ninja Turtles today. LPH had a lot of luck with the Ninja Turtles at the Retro Toy Swap twice in a row. Twice in a row. But this is Sasquatch toys, and look, I'm actually wearing the shirt. He gave me this shirt when I went and toured, because I did tour this store. If I get a chance, I'll get in there and talk to him real quick. He's in the middle of a conversation, though. No buck and no tweaky. Figures. There's the Stariors, A-Stariors. Those are pretty rare. You never see those. Look at this. There's your early Bandai Dragon Balls. Klingon. $100. That's not bad. That's not bad for that. That's a reissue.
Oh my God. What? His name's Gary.
Couple of Brave Star. Not the ones I need though.
I gotta take a picture and send it
It's
to my wife
it's
first.
getting up there, the Brave Stars that I actually need anymore. Sky Commanders.
$150 on it.
There's
What's
Seth.
up? What's up, guys?
Not much.
How you doing, brother?
From how you doing?
Good, man.
From
Good
Sasquatch. See?
Yes, Sasquatch
See?
Tools and Comics, guys.
There's the shirt that he gave me. And if you might recall, or if you haven't seen it, remember I did a tour of his store.
Definitely.
So check it out and you get an idea of what he's got.
Most definitely.
But how's it going here today?
Doing well.
Saturday's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
I do recommend Seth. So if if you run into him at one of these shows, he usually has some interesting stuff, and again, he's pretty easy to work with. I've found him to be pretty easy to work with. Seth's a good guy. And another mobile command center. I actually like the mobile command center. They got 200 on it. I have a complete one. that I picked up at a JoeFest a few years ago. Critical assignment legs. How's that box? It's got a bad bend in it. Because I do have some Kenner $6 Million Man stuff. Robert is surprised by the cost of the Knight Rider. Yeah, in the box with the talking car and the Michael Knight figure, and that sucker's expensive. There is a figure that's sold separately. It's pretty rare, but yeah, she's after the Kenner Michael Knight in the box. And I just know that's going to be expensive. Hope everybody's. Oh, there's a customized flag made out to be a Cobra vehicle. And I've seen a few people do that. They've got an old flag that they just like, nah, I can't afford to piece this out and repair it. So I'll customize it, and that's what they did. Makes sense. Robert wants to know if anything caught my eye. There's a couple of things. I'll go back when I'm done and walk through and see. Straight arm bazooka.
Usually they go on with this piece of work.
I walked through and see, but nothing really blew my mind, if that's what you mean. There was nothing where I was just like, oh my God, I don't believe it. I'm going to go ahead and get in here. I have a couple of these sealed. I forget which one though. That's always a problem. You get to these shows and sometimes you see something and you're like, do I have that one? Do I have that one? And I don't remember. I don't remember. Like, God forbid if I ran into anybody who has, for example, the Worlds of Wonder germs. I have 7 out of 12 mint on the card. So if I ran into somebody who had Worlds of Wonder germs, I wouldn't be sure if I had any of them or not. Because they have these really bizarre made-up names that are almost impossible to pronounce. I mean, every germ's name is like 20 letters long. And I'd have a hard time trying to figure out what's what. And Laura wants to make it out to one of these shows sometime. Well, that'd be cool if you could. Some comic books. I don't know who this is. I don't see a sign either. I don't know who this is. Close up on there. Robert wants to know if we're doing a live stream tonight. I don't know. No promises. No promises, because I don't know. look at this figure. That's Ganesha.
Not putting out our best.
Exactly.
Like we're saying, like, okay, this is
We're gonna go lesser.
This is going to be lesser.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Well,
it's doing-
Yep, I was right. I remember that from Hindu mythology. He lost his head. His head was cut off. And they couldn't find it, so they replaced it with the head of an elephant. Conquest wants to know if I'm going to see Sergeant Slaughter. Probably not.
I have my whole entire everything in those.
There's Motu Joe.
Blister on that. The Masters logo bumps out just a hair. Most people
Selling
don't
the
realize it.
cases.
It bumps out just a hair. It still fits in this. It'll pinch, but it doesn't mess up the packaging at all. I saw you upstairs.
Did you?
I did. I saw your crown.
See, that's probably why I should wear it all the time.
You should. It's a good identifier. Can't miss you.
How you been doing?
Good. Good. First time here. Good experience so far. In all likelihood, be back next year.
You have trouble getting in?
No, we didn't use the RV.
Yeah.
The travels, so I flew direct from Italy. He flew direct from Grand Rapids. So slight mistiming on some of our planning, but I committed to this first before
Sure.
the plans. So
Sure.
it worked out. We're here, having fun.
You gonna make it to Jolanta? Or you're not sure?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
It's on the target list, but I don't know if we're going to be able to set up this year there.
Okay.
There's some things in the works that may allow us to do some more southern shows, but that's got to manifest to help us with some of the logistics of shipping and freight
Sure.
and stuff like that.
Oh, and tell people what you're doing here.
Bachmasters.
Sure.
So we offer the only UV-rated protected PET case on the market. So we cover a lot of G.I. Joe products. We have 12 to 13 different SKUs, both mock and loose products, including Hot Wheels now.
Okay.
And we have no less than 6 more SKUs already designed and ready to come out, but it'll probably trickle out for this year and into next year for all of us to come out.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
Sure.
How about you? You having a good show so far?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I've been filming the whole time, though. I haven't really been able to...
Not a lot of shopping yet?
No shopping yet.
Well, your counterpart has done some damage.
Yes, I know. See, that's 2 people that have ratted her out now.
That's a lot of strawberry shortcake. It's pretty cool, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. No, that's all right, though. And we just moved, too.
Oh, yeah?
We just moved, so we've been pounding it out the
That's
last...
a pain. You moved
Yeah.
that whole collection and all that stuff.
It's just us, so we didn't have any help. The furniture, the collection, all of it, getting it set up in the new place and getting the new collection area built. I know you've seen the museum before. It's like the new, because it's 4 interconnected rooms.
Okay.
So it comes out to about 5 times the size.
It's a good problem to have.
Well, we spent the whole week putting up fresh slat walls.
Oh, so you're getting slat wall for the brackets?
Yeah, so the 2 rooms are already done, but 2 are unfinished. So we got those 2 together, and then we're going to finish the other 2 rooms from scratch.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
That's going to be really cool.
We're working
Look
on
forward
it.
to
We're working on it.
that. Cool, man. We'll see you back around
Yeah.
all weekend.
Yep. That, of course, was Motu Joe. Motu Joe. Who was a pretty nice guy, actually. He's one of those people where, like, you meet him in person and you realize, yeah, he really is into this stuff. He really likes this. You know? He enjoys the toys and the atmosphere and everything. You're the Alien Operation Lab. There's a bunch of Garfield there. If I can get close enough to get in there. There we go. Nice little collection of Garfield. Look at the tennis visor. Slippers. all of those newspaper characters are fading away now that there's no more newspapers. You know, Axel's there, and Mawacom wants to know, where is this? We are at the JoeFest in Augusta, Georgia. 3-day show, and this is day 2. So they will be on tomorrow as well. Day 2. That, of course, is the Jim Carrey Grinch. Oh, no, that's really cool. See the Hulk? I'll try to get over there in a moment. Maybe I'll come around this way first because it'd just be a little easier. I saw the Hulk toy box. Let me just look here since I'm on this side anyways. Teddy Ruxpin. The Hulk toy box. So I'll show that in a moment. Flintstone. That's got to be Knickerbocker. I'm willing to bet that's a Knickerbocker. Might be wrong, but I think it's one of the Knickerbocker blow molds. Superman Power Expander. Remember those springs? I remember a great bit with Benny Hill where the guy was using the springs like that, and it snapped and it tore all the hair out of his chest. Bananas and pajamas. Oh no, it's not. That's Peely from Fortnite. First thing I thought was bananas and pajamas. 117 wants to know how much the flag is. I don't know. I haven't looked at the price of any of the flags because I'm just not in the market for it. There's a couple of Silverhawks. I have some Silverhawks. I have 4. This one, it says 100% sealed. Only open to verified contents. $24,000. $24,000. Look, Live the Adventure, Cobra Island. I actually have the certificate from that. $24,000. That's how much that flag is, if that's the one you're asking about. You got a spare $24,000 you want to lend me? Voltron, Skyhawk, Michael Jackson. Oh God, it's the Nightmare Freddy. This is a knockoff of Freddy Krueger. It's a knockoff actually of the Matchbox Freddy Krueger. And you see here how they spelled it. F-E-D-D-Y. It's Nightmare Freddy. It's one of those famous knockoffs. And I've never seen one at a show. I've seen them in people's like collection or whatever, but I've never actually seen one at the show. That's pretty cool. Nightmare Freddy. Hello, I'm Freddy. The Odyssey. This guy's got some neat stuff. This is what I'm talking about, the Hulk toy box. Looks like the stickers are missing, but... And then there's the A-Team Jet. That's pretty rare, too. And, yeah, I think I have covered every vendor. Let me go back upstairs for a moment so that I can look down here and show you again just the scope of how big this show actually is. And also there's a vendor section up here we looked at earlier. Let me just watch out for the crowd. See, through those doors are more vendors. But you come out here, and it'll give you an idea of just how full this room is. So if you've never been to JoeFest, which obviously is not just G.I. Joe, but it's a lot of G.I. Joe. It's G.I. Joe heavy, but more than half of it is still, you know, other stuff, obviously. More than other stuff. But there you go, and now you can get an idea just how big this is. If you ever thought you were coming here, I better watch out in case my phone falls over. If you ever thought about coming here if you weren't sure. And there's Cobra Emperor. He says, oh wow, it's happening now. Yes, started last night at 6 p.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think today and tomorrow they open at 10. They open at 10. Robert wants to know what you use the room for when it's not a convention. Just other conventions. I mean, it's a convention rental space. So they do other types of shows here. But I believe it's going to be 10 tomorrow. There's Punisher X. And Cobra wants to know if I saw Ken at the Delta 17 booth yet. I don't know. I've had a bunch of people come up and talk to me, but I don't know if I saw that person. I'll go ahead and come on back downstairs. But now you have an idea of just how big the show is. It's one of the biggest ones. It's pretty much between this and Toylanta / Joe-Lanta, two of the biggest shows here. And I think the next shows that we'll be going to is the ATL Comic Con. I don't think we're going to make it to the Atlanta Comic Convention, which is different. I don't think we're going to make it. But the ATL Comic Con we have been invited to, and we'll probably be there all 3 days. They want us to be there all 3 days. Uh-oh. See? That's a good piece. That's pretty cool. My wife has the CB radio ones.
Oh, this is super cool. $10.
Yeah.
Hi, dude.
Yeah.
DVD in there. I was just going to give it to him when we can. Yeah, he drove up because I unloaded this.
But the ATL Comic Con, as I was saying, is the next one we'll be to, as well as the Retro Toy Swap, the next retro that comes up, and the Conyers Toy Show for sure. The Atlanta Comic Convention, probably not. The Gadsden Convention, I don't think we'll be able to go to. I think we're going to be too busy. Plus, again, you know, as I pointed out, we're moving. We're in the process of moving. And so it's really put a strain on our time as well as resources. I just wanted to get back by the, if I can get to it, the Super 7 booth to see if they had any previews.
You want to take a picture with Zartan?
If not, no big deal. But I'll look in their booth real quick if I can.
No, yes, I just came basically and then so we packed all our stuff up. And,
Yeah, this is the Super 7 booth, and this is all they brought. It looks like it's the 2 cases. When he's finished, I can go ahead and try to get in there. See, there's Brian Flynn right there. Give you an idea of what they got there.
This just came out yesterday. I can't even appreciate it.
No, I appreciate them. I can't wait to get my hands on them.
Those three we just showed, not the Snake Cobra Commander, but the other three we just showed on last night's roundup. I can get a better look.
Well, actually, it was. But I have
To most of the packs.
Yeah, I didn't see this one. I didn't see the Snake Cobra Commander, but the other three we showed on last night's roundup. Robert wants to know how long it took us to get here today. Probably about an hour and a half, I want to say. About an hour and a half. We didn't move that far. We didn't move that far. A Radio Shack toy. Who remembers the Rat Shack? But there we go. I don't know if anything really jumped out at me today. Like anything that I saw that I was like, wow, I really need that, to be honest. Which is okay, you know. I mean, there's some stuff that's pretty cool, but also there are some, like I said, there were some pieces that are pretty cool, but they're also very expensive. They were very expensive. More than they should be, I think, in some cases. And so, you know, it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I know LPH had some luck. You know what I'm not seeing a lot of? 60s and 70s G.I. Joe. Like you see the space capsule there. Most of what I'm seeing here is a raw era. Is a raw era. But not a lot of 60s and 70s Fighting Man and Adventure Team. I've seen very little of. But when you go to Joe-Lanta, you'll find a lot of 60s and 70s Joe stuff. As I just kind of continue to mill through here a little bit. You got to find, oh, remember the moon shoes? That's pretty cool. But nothing that has really jumped out at me like, oh crap, I've got to get that. But you know, it's real easy to overlook things too. And I'll have another walk through here in a little bit. I had to try to find LPH again. Because I ran into her a little while ago. I ran into her a little while ago. Hey, it's the little professor. I wonder if that still works. I've got the owl, not this one, but I've got a different one. Uh-oh. Here I go tearing the place up. Put that back.
I'm on order.
Rack toy. But still, overall, it's a good time. I love seeing all the stuff. The older, the better. I love vintage, big time. That's always my wheelhouse. The modern stuff's okay, and I love showing it. And we show a lot of it on our weekly roundup on Fridays.
Took all my money yesterday.
But you know, I try to stay away from vintage if from modern if I can help it. Can't believe that flag was $24,000. Sealed in the box, though. Sealed in the box. There's Retro again, and Martin from Retro Toy Swap, and he's the one that hosts the Retro Toy Swap, which is, I've actually had more luck at Retro Toy Swap, which happens 6 times a year, than I have at a lot of the big shows. Just because of different types of vendors that come out there. Robert wants to know about 3-0 or Mezco. I noticed a couple of Mezco floating around, but yeah, not a lot of that kind of stuff. Not a lot of that kind of stuff here. It's leaning more vintage, but that might have been by request, because I know also at the Toylanta they had requested, hey, you know, if you've got it, we would prefer to see a lot more vintage at the show. And that's mostly what people are looking for. That's mostly what people are looking for, so that works out. That works out. And Adam says, give it up for Retro Toy Swap. Yeah, the Retro Toy Swap's one of the biggest hidden gems in Georgia. I've said that several times. People have no idea until they've been out there, and which is why I've done a couple of live walkthroughs. It attracts vendors that you don't find at any of these shows, and so you find stuff you never see. But there we go. I think I'm gonna, at this point, I got to try to find LPH, and then I'll try to get around again. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So thank you, everybody, for joining us here this afternoon. We hope you enjoyed the tour. If you've never been to JoeFest, now you get an idea of what to look for. Please check out our other videos if you're new, if you've never come across us before, open by chance. Take a look at our channel, subscribe, look at the other content, come hang out with us at the lives. Maybe we'll run into you at one of the shows. And I'll go ahead and sign off, and we will catch you again soon. Thanks, everybody.